In our last episode, we made an unplanned stop north of Naples called Wiggins Pass. After a few days of waiting for the Gulf to calm down, we are ready to get out of here. The plan is to go out Wiggins Pass into the Gulf, down to Marco Inlet, and use the inside pass to 10,000 Islands and anchor near Indian Key. The bottom in here is full of sticky mud. It took a lot of scrubbing to get that anchor on board this morning. Please take a few seconds to subscribe, like, and comment. It really helps keep us going. Stop for the night. This little island right there is called Indian Key, and this. Indian Key's the one with all the birds. Oh, sorry. Jody just told me the Indian Key one is one right there with all the birds on that little spit of sandbar there, and that's Indian Key Pass. We've seen several fishing boats come through, and there's a little town up there, Everglades I guess is the name of it, and This is the second time we've been here. We stopped here on the way up from Marathon, and now we stopped on the way back to Marathon. So it's a nice calm day today. It's like driving on the lake pretty much today. There's quite a bit of boat traffic, but a lot better than we left Fort Myers Beach and got pounded. So it was well worth waiting out weather. Good morning from Indian Key. Today our plan is to get to Little Shark River for the night.
We were moving right along rather good. What, 6 knots of speed with the sail up, and we were gonna make our destination anchorage for tonight by 2:30. Yeah. Then we caught a crab pot. So Will's put together all of his dive gear. We've dropped the dinghy, we've turned off the engines, we've hooked up the hookah, and Will actually cut the rope free, and the buoy popped up. I don't think you can see it on video, but it popped up out there. Not great. So these are the things that happened. This is gonna cost us quite a bit of time, but maybe we'll have crab for dinner. All right. So the deed is done.
Successful recon mission.
Show them what you got.
That was it. It's a nice new black nylon rope, but I'm not sure how it was tied up. We actually got it pulled up enough to cut what we could. My thought was the crab pot side of it. Then the ball popped up and we could see the rope floating behind it. Then we figured we were still attached to the crab pot, so I went under there, and that's all there was.
That's
I'm not
it.
sure how they tie those crab pots up, what they do.
But it's gone. So I've already pulled the hookah back up and the safety line, and he's just gonna get his gear off and get back on board.
Find somebody else.
All in a day's play? Adventure?
All in a day's adventure. Water's cold.
Is it?
Colder than I thought it was.
Well, let's see.
It is November.
There's land way back there. Nope, can't see it. Oh well. Okay, let's get you back on board. Get these engines back on.
Try to get back on.
Get back underway. So I was driving and asked if William wanted to take over, and he's like, sure, I'll drive for a while. And he got up in the seat, and the next thing I know, he's all, look, Ma, no hands. He's got the autopilot on. I had to drive manually all morning. Damn it.
Yesterday and the day before.
Yeah.
Tell William, like, oh, let's just give it a try and see what happens. Because it's not completely set up properly, but it's good enough to use in a straight line. So I figured I'd try it. It's cool. We have good luck. Staying right on our heading, so can't beat that.
Okay.
So now we just got to keep an eye out for crab pots while our invisible driver does his job.
And we need to name our driver.
Yeah, we need to figure out a name for our driver.
Woo! So, we'll work on that.
It's Ray Marine, so Ray's too obvious.
That's way too obvious.
A little bit more unique.
Yeah.
Can't do
All
that
right.
for him,
Here comes the sun. Good morning, Shark River. Time to get going. Well, after much thought, we decided to name him Wally. This was William's idea. After the movie with the robot that picks up trash. So, Wally! And here he is working. He's doing a good job for us so far.
Yay, Wally.
Yay! And our next stop is going to be Marathon. Home! Home, Wally. Take us home. We are getting so close. So close. And yet so far. But we've stopped dodging crab pots for now. So that's a good thing. Wally is not working at the moment, but
He probably could be.
he probably could be, yeah. It's okay. We're just so close. Look at that. Ah. Yay. Home. We're almost home. 7 Mile Bridge up there in the distance, and William's up front because we're back to dodging crab pots.
Yep, there's 7 Mile Bridge. We're getting close. We came down the Gulf side down, now we gotta cross over to the Atlantic side past 7 Mile Bridge here and head off to the left. And right up there is Marathon. Back there is one of them boats that leave all those crab pots every damn where. It's a big game of dodgeball coming all the way down here. Man, I get it, but geez, there's a ton of them. Getting close. Gotta love it.
Well, Bouy Harbor is not as crowded as we expected it to be. It is nice to be back, and we look forward to both reconnecting with people we met last season and making new friends. Thanks for following along with us on our adventures.